Yeah, I came from the bottom with the scar on my chest and the blade in my palm. This is Conqueror's blade, I was made in the storm, and I'm bringing the calm. An Elysium peak where the titans collide. Every strike is a war to be won. From the borderlands night to the Oster light, I've been fighting since day one. Squad at night, night to the crown. Never back down when the fate get loud. Bleeding in the dirt, but I still stand proud. Every setback I set up, I'm ready right now. Yeah, squires rising, iron flying, empires burning, kings defying. Destiny's a test, I'm grinding, fighting wars with a heart of lion. Carry the sound, bury the doubt. From Elysium peak to the throne, we wear the crown. Faith like a hammer, swinging on the beat with a flow so mean it'll break through stone. From Manadilla Field to the Oster gates, I've been claiming these lands as my own. The dream is Argolia, city of kings, of the empire's fate is made. The capital calls, one house will rise, crown of the fire of a conqueror's blade. Yo, raise that banner, bang that drum at the baseline, run to the kingdom come. No surrender, I'm second to none. I'm the shadow to the sun, and the war ain't done. Squires rising, iron flying, empires burning, kings defying. Destiny's a test, I'm grinding, fighting wars with a heart of lion. Carry the sound, bury the doubt. From the borderlands throne, Argolia's crown.
Squires rising, iron flying, empires burning, kings defying. Destiny's a test, I'm grinding, fighting wars with a heart of lion. Carry the sound, bury the doubt. From the borderlands throne, Argolia's crown. From the empire's ashes to the emperor's throne, this is crown and cross. This is your war report.
So, if you were out there fighting the good fight, great job. It's almost all the alliances back on the board. There's only a couple that aren't on the board tonight. I suspect you will get on the board on Saturday. That is my hope. You're all going to be there. And we're having a fantastic season so far. I mean, there's a lot of competition this season. There's 4 big alliances all competing for capitals. That's been quite a while since I've seen that. So, awesome. All right, let's go ahead and jump on into our current events. We have the positioning round for the main capital city. That's over in Agalia. It's called Osteria. I'm pretty sure Vanguard has their eye on it and really wants to take it. I can't say that I expect them not to get it. I don't know that the cohort's going to defend it. They might. It'll be interesting if they do. And then half Brain Cell has got to gain a lot of ground before they get there. Hey, thank you so much for that. So we're going to dive on in. I'll show you all the numbers, show you all the facts, and we'll get into it. All right, so here you go. Key terms. Prestige is the value of land that you own. Acclaim is a total amount of prestige that you earn across the course of the entire season. Renown is a change in your property value, whether it goes up or down when you take possession. And then Triumphs is the end of season prize money that we're all fighting for. Magnus, the question or the answer to that is I grew up on the southeast side of San Jose where underground hip-hop was a big thing. That's kind of where I grew up. That was my stomping ground. I wrote songs for my friends. It was a lot of fun. So now that we have AI, hey, I can write my lyrics and have the AI perform it. I don't have friends to perform it, but I have AI to perform it. So there you go. Gotten really good at telling the AI what to do. So it is AI generated, but I wrote it, like the actual lyrics. So all right, looking at the 57,885 total prestige. Anadolu, 14,700 prestige with 38 fiefs available. And I'm really sorry if Twitch is actually glitching the hell out on you tonight. It seems to be doing it for me, and I really don't understand what is wrong with it lately. Like the past week, it has just been a dumpster fire. So I'm sorry if it's lagging like crazy for you. We do have 31% of Anadolu back in cohort hands. That's quite a big thing. Tides of War, 23%. Hallow Kings, 21%. Fieraza Federal, 16%. And Revenant with 8%. Over in the Borderlands, there's 24,400 total prestige with 60 fiefs available. New World Order has 38% of that. Tides of War with 24 or 23%. The High Council with 18%. No Evil with 14%, and Chaos Undivided with 7%. Over in Australia, there's 18,785 with 39 fiefs available. Here we have a giant face-off between Tribunal and Half a Brain Cell. This fight started well before this region was even in play. Like, I was impressed that it started literally before the other capitals opened. It's been going on since pretty much phase 2. So you have Tribunal with 38%, Half a Brain Cell 22%, Hibernio with 20%, Malicious with 15%, and New World Order with 3%. Let's go ahead and dive into the economy real quick. Of course I need friends. Come on, Angry Tales. Rising Kingdoms. A lot of stuff getting built right now. Shaken went to 4. Whalewind went to 2. Altinia went to 2. Cynthius went to 3. Kuskuri went to 2. Kuperdorf went to 2. Fallenberg went to 2. Mainstead went to 2. Crumbling Empires. Kinu dropped to 4. Chrysanthus dropped to 2. Magoo dropped to 1. Come on, Chaos Undivided. That's a holy land. You got to build that up. Then Thrasarichu, that dropped down to 1 as well. Sad panda. All right. Top, most prestigious fiefs in the world. We have 2 level 7s left. 2 standing tall. Marsicota and Steinclip. Level 6s, just in the shadows of those 7s, Elbogen. Level 5, Das Bulwark, Grunfeld, Ostel, and Westberg. Looking at those top builders, Durandon is still leading the pack with 900. Goshkid with 520. Vanguard with 385. Ice Spartans with 385. Supply Watchers in 5th with 300. Goshkidab with 260 in 6th. Order of Valor with 195 in 7th. Quincy's Tavern takes 8th with 150, tied with Asato and Speak. Then we have unit kit crafting. Falcon Anti-Gunner kits, 7, or at Marsicota. Same with Shield Maiden kits. We have Steinclip with the Silidar Queen's Knight kits. Elbogen has the Orochi Samurai and Queen's Knight kits. The cheap purple kit to craft is a Kriegsbrüder kit. That is available at Elbogen. You can also find it at Westberg. If you're looking for siege crafting, Optimal Grape Shot Cannons is all you get. Marsicota and Steinclip. Everything else is blue. You want to do some fief quests this week, got to get some EXP. 9,500 Goat Hide over to Steinclip will get you 4,000 player XP. You can also drop off 4,600 Diginite. Over at Marsicota, you can drop off 10 new Rebel Officer belongings for 4,000 or 9,500 Goat Hide. A lot of options there. Alright, if you are looking for top honor gains, Steinclip with 1 Epic Artillery is 960 honor. If you're still doing House EXP, you're probably a little late to the game, but Steinclip has your 100 regional exotics for 320. Alright, taking a look at Anadolu. 58% free houses versus 42% Legion. 14,700 regional prosperity with 1 capital city, 12 towns, 4 forts, and 21 villages in play. Currently sitting at a prosperity tier of 2. Top 5 seasonal landowners, Warforged with 68,650 acclaim, Ares with 9,600, Weight and Salt with 7,000, Bastarius with 6,650, Warriors in 5th with 4th. Top prestigious stronghold is Marsicota at rank 7, Residia at rank 3, and all those others at rank 3. And then top flourishing village is still Castellanovo at rank 3. Alright, let's take a look at that map real quick. So there you have it. Cohorts now the dominant player. 4,500 regional prestige. Tides of War, they have the capital city, 3,450. Hallowed Kings eating up the west coast with 3,150. Firenze Federal, 2,400. Then Revenant on the far west side with 1,200. Taking a look at kingdom changes tonight, cohorts gain 3, Soda with 3, Vigilantes with 1, Brazil with 2, Asado with 4, and Quincy's Tavern with 2. Looking at the aristocracy of Anadolu, the king is Warforged of Tides of War, sitting upon that throne proudly. Regional dukes include the Anadolu Legion. Regional barons include Quincy's Tavern, Asado, Vigilantes, Brazil. Regional stewards include Soda. If you're looking for that race for that capital city, right now Warforged has it. Hallowed King could knock if they wanted to. Firenze Federal needs 600 more points to be able to knock on that door. Next up, the Borderlands. This zone has been hot from the get-go. Free houses own 100% of the land. There are no cohorts seen out here. 24,400 regional prosperity, with 1 capital city, 4 gates, 17. Durandon is the largest landowner with 49,400 acclaim. Top prestige or acclaim goes for second place goes to Homegrown with 26,250. Undying Wolves with 21,400. Here with 16,200. Warforged with 16,000. Top renown builders are Durandon with 900 renown. Second place goes to Vanguard, 450, tied with Ice Spartans. Then fourth place, Supply Watchers, tied with Warriors at 300. Top prestigious stronghold in the land is a 3-way tie between Bixie, Kinu, and Shukin. Top flourishing village is all of them at rank 1. Looking at the war map, you can see New World Order is eating up a giant slice of pie up in the north, 9,150 regional prestige. Tides of War has a couple key properties over there in the west, with Yazi and Karlsbach, that's 900. And then the High Council has their one village at Sanseong, keeping the doors open. Taking a look at the south end, High Council owns that gate and the capital city for 4,300. Tides of War owns a pretty nice slice of land right there, all tightly packed and all very much worth a lot of prestige, 4,800 points with the regional prestige. They own that entire south end. Chaos Undivided owns the Promised Land of Magoo with 1,650. Conquest took over the farm of Galovax. They have 150 points on the board. Looking at the battles of the Borderlands, Warforged gained 2 gates. Undying Wolves gained Gate of Heaven. Lawless gained 5 properties. Khan gained 1. Ares gained 1. And Homegrown gained 1. Looking at the houses of the Borderlands, we have the King of the Conqueror City, Durandon of the High Council. Ares, Deathguard, Odin, Speak, Oldguard, Khan, and Homegrown. Taking a look at the race for the capital rankings that have been knocking since Durandon took residency. The High Council is Durandon's alliance. They still are qualified, even if they lost. That is pretty cool. All right, looking at Asteria, this has been a hot seat for a while. It's been a lot of changing stuff, a lot of times. Like, it's been pretty crazy. So 97% is free houses. The Legions did manage to take over a property. They have 3% of the world now. 18,785 regional prosperity with 10 towns, 2 forts, and 27 villages. It is a prosperity tier of 14,335 acclaim. Goshki in second with 21,190. Ice Spartans in third with 13,000. Top renown builders are Goshki with 520, Goshki Dub with 260, and Order Valor with 195. Top prestigious stronghold includes Steinklipp at rank 7. Top flourishing village is Bergdorf at rank 4. Looking at that war map, Tribunal owns a lot of the key properties on this map. Steinklipp, Drywalder, Westberg, Elbogen. The biggest contender right now is Half a Brain Cell. They have 4,095. They have Hugelstadt, Ostel, Segaspene, and Das Bulwark. This is the showdown that I think we're going to see. Like, come opening night, it's going to be these two facing off. Malicious is 2,860. Pretty much that bright neon color that you see everywhere. And Hibernia's hiding out in that north anymore. They had to kick across the border and take some more, because why not? 585. Cohorts stole up Schofferbrook for 195. All right. Austerian Kingdom changes. Supply Watchers with 2. Goshkia with 1. Retro with 3. Solemn Silence with 4. Goshkia Dub with 2. Reborn with 3. Cohorts with 1. The Originals with 2. Aristocracy, I am still 50-50 on. Usually they like to defend Agolia. I don't see them just, giving it away. So Watchers, Venators, Warriors, Solemn Silence. Regional Stewards includes the Originals, Goshki Dub, Reborn, Retro, and Order of Valor. Looking at the war for Agolia right now, you have Tribunal, 7,215 prestige. Half a Brain Cell is going to have to steal away some of those fiefs that Tribunal owns if they want to have any chance of knocking on that door. They're not going to get it just by taking over 1 or 2 towns that somebody else owns. Interesting to see who secures Agolia and who keeps Agolia and how it stands at the end. I still expect a third player to come into the picture sooner or later. Hibernia, they're not going to go for the capital, but they're qualified 3,835. They could be there technically. I actually no, because it's 4,000, not 3,000. I need to correct that on this thing. It's 4,000 required for this capital, and then malicious would be well out of that 4,000 range. All right, so house rankings. No new houses again. We haven't seen a new house in about probably 3 weeks. It's been about 3 weeks since the last new house. All right, the fief race. The level 8 houses, we have 13 level 8s now. We have 10 level 7s. We have 5 level 6s. Looking at population changes, we saw a lot of growth this week. Undying Wolves gained 13, Asado with 8, Soda with 7, Old Guard with 6. That could just be maintenance. There's been weeks I've kicked 20, so it could just be maintenance. Who knows? We'll see if it continues or if they get their members back. All right, as for prestige gain, Undying Wolves with 1,300, Lawless with 900, Asado with 900, Gashka with 845, Reborn with 585, Gashkida with 455, Quincy's Tavern 450, Soda with 405, the Originals with 390. As for prestige losses, Homegrown lost 2,450, Vanguard lost 2,145, Warforged lost 1,550, Venators with 780, Robber Baron 750, Duranian with 450, Explicit with 390, Valkyries with 390, and Forbidden City with 300. Then we have Vigilantes with 165. Sorry. All right. Looking at our top 10 houses, we have Warforged in first place, Tides of War, 8,250 prestige. I Win as a Liege with 84,650 seasonal claim. Second place goes to Vanguard of Tribunal with 5,070 prestige. Tong Tong is the Liege with 119,480 with 3,600 prestige. Tigriff is the Liege with 14,420 seasonal claim. Fourth place is Lawless of New World Order with 3,150 prestige. Magnus the Fourth is the Liege with seasonal claim of 15,235. Fifth place is Duranian of the High Council with 3,000 prestige. Real Trillion is the Liege with 49,400 seasonal acclaim. Next up in sixth place we have Reborn of New World Order with 2,985 prestige. Ray Ray is the Liege with 10,890 seasonal acclaim. Seventh place. In eighth place, we have Goshkia of Hibernia with 2,535 prestige. Foghladha's Liege population or seasonal claim is 21,340. Quincy's Tavern takes ninth of Hallowed Kings with 2,250 prestige. Angus the Zealot is the Liege, 7,670 seasonal claim. 10th place is Supply Watchers of Half a Brain Cell, 2,145 prestige. Stars is the Liege with 19,035 seasonal claim. Brings us around to our top 30. There you are. Check out where you stack up. There's 29 of you this week. All right. Looking at our Season 24 House Morgue, we have Spartans with 20,205. They are still here. They just haven't had a piece of land in a couple weeks. They've been fighting their asses off, though. So they are here. Yeah. I don't know, gamer. Go take a village or something. Pastarius, 7,250. I did not expect to see that milk carton tonight. But now. Yeah. And then Eternum with 2,800. All right, Alliance rankings. We have no free agents this week. Alliance changes? Nothing. World Order with 1,335. Malicious with 1,105. Hallowed Kings with 855. Furaza Federal with 750. No Evil with 150. And Conquest with 150. Looking at top Alliance prestige losses, Tribunal with 2,925, Tides of War with 1,700, the High Council with 1,600, Defiance with 1,050, Revenant with 555, Chillers with 300, and Chaos Undivided with 150. All right, looking at top 10, we have New World Order with first place, 9,735 prestige, 40,545 seasonal acclaim. Regulators, Lawless, and Reborn. Second place is Tides of War with 9,150 prestige, 115,655 seasonal acclaim with Warforged, Ares, and Weight and Salt. Third place goes to Tribunal, 7,215 prestige, 155,770 seasonal acclaim with Venators, Vanguard, and Ice Spartans. Fourth place, 850. Property value is 275. Whoops. Sorry, I'm going old school. Half a Brain Cell in fifth with 4,095 prestige. Seasonal acclaim, 49,140 with Supply Watchers, Warriors, and Explicit. Sixth place is Hibernia with 3,835 prestige, 35,660 seasonal acclaim. Gashki Dub, and Order of Valor make up this alliance. Seventh place is No Evil with 20,100 seasonal acclaim. Speak, Hear, and See make up this alliance. Eighth place is Hallowed Kings with 3,150 prestige, 10,885 seasonal acclaim. Soda and Quincy's Tavern make up this alliance. Ninth place is Malicious with 2,860 prestige, seasonal claim of 9,010. Solemn Silence, The Originals, and Retro make up this alliance. 10th place is Fureza Federal with 2,400 prestige, 14,090 seasonal claim, with Antioquia, Asado, and Brazil making up this alliance. Brings us around to our seasonal claim board. There you go. Our top four are Tribunal, 155,770. The high. Looking at our alliance casualties, we still just have War Crimes and Guapos. Taking a look at those historical rankings, we're definitely seeing some movement on this board. Vanguard still sitting in that first place with 592,000. Homegrown with 316,000. Goshki in fourth with 267,000. Brandon in sixth with 252,000. They're about to pass up Infamous here. They gain 3,000 per war if they just hang on to the capital. That'll put them at 25 or 255,000. After Black Templars, they are on idle as they've probably merged into another in-game house by now. So they'll be climbing up again next season. Vigilantes is still pretty quick. Undying Wolves is also racing up pretty quick this season. Don't know how long it's going to take them to pass up Notoriety Club, but with owning that gate, they should pass it up pretty quickly here. And then Warforged is also cruising up this board pretty quick. I suspect they'll be in the top 15 by the end of the season. Looking at alliances, we have Hibernia up top with 705,000. Then we have the High Council with 392,000. Deuce Volt in fourth with 364,000. Revenant with 240,000. They will pass Art of D's next war if they continue to hold on to their property that they have. No Evil is also climbing up this board. They got a long way to go before they pass up Animal Kingdom. Tribunal is racing up this board with probably a top 10 berth next war, I'd say. All right, take a look at the historical builders. We have Goshki up top, 11,165 in first. Vanguard in third, 6,125. Homegrown with 3,585. Midway Kings in eighth with 3,290. Over on the Alliance side, you have Hibernia with 23,125. Deuce Volt with 6,315. The High Council with 4,330. And that brings us around to the close of our show. However, those of you that did like my intro song, be sure to check out my outro song. I did both of them, so I'll post it all there. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Have a good one.
Plates, 3 plates, 4. Always one. a curse. My ambitions a hunger, getting worse and worse. My master's voice, a constant drone. Protect the cross, protect the Pope on his throne. Too many pagan faces, too many names, too many towns turned into burning flames, too many heroes, too many graves, for all the glory that no one saves. Just hollow, 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 my legs are tired, my back is sore, sleeping in mud on a cold rime floor. They tell me to listen, they tell me to serve. I'm losing my faith, losing my nerve. They say be honest, be brave, be true, but I've seen what a Frankish light can do for you. They say a knight's honor is all you need, but I'm planting a different, darker seed. Too many pagan faces, too many names, too many towns turned into burning flames, too many heroes, too many graves, for all the glory that no one saves. Just hollow, 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 my master's blade, a flash of steel, the fear in his eyes, a wound that won't heal. I stood behind him, a shield from the blow, and watched him fall, watched his blood flow. Now I stand here, my sword in my hand, the last of the generals in this conquered land. The crown of Augustus, a weight of cold stone, but I'll bear it all, I'll bear it alone. A thirst unending, a hunger I can sate, for a crown of fire and a holy empire of hate. Stone on stone, bone on